Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and Brad and I are doing a discussion over Forever Home, which is a game about finding dogs their forever home, whether that be in a foster home or the city or wherever it's going to be. I wish my dogs are around. Hold on. There they are. Guys, come here. There they are. Hello, Gaming. Siri, come here. Hi, Bubba. Yeah, you're my puppies. Anyway, hopefully they were being good. But yeah, so this is from the same designers that did Dog Park, which we have done a run through. Did we do a run through for that or just a discussion? I can't remember if that was before I started doing.
It was a discussion.
Okay. Either way, I do have a discussion over Dog Park. Same designers and design team as that, so they definitely have a theme that I am all about. But this is a spatial awareness game similar to I get slight Tiny Towns vibes and I get slight Cascadia vibes. Unfortunately for me, this game is kind of worse than both. So
oh yeah, I mean,
like I love the theme.
Right.
I think the art is fantastic, and the fact that just the cards have a bunch of different dogs and art on them. Look at this guy. He looks so like he's in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the it's thematic, but kind of loosely. Like
yeah.
The whole point is your dogs are out here and you're trying to match the shape down there, and that's them training them before they get adopted.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So it's kind of a interesting.
Which is kind of weird. It gives off like, yeah, when you're training a dog, it makes me think of like dog show thing. But then it's like, no, I'm training them so that they get adopted.
I'm training them to do all these different stuff.
I think this is one of those games that if the wilderness doesn't do anything for you, like Cascadia or Tiny Towns with anthropomorphic animals, and if those games are a little bit more complex, then because Tiny Towns can get complex when you're trying to math it all out, and Cascadia can kind of become a little bit more spatial, like hectic than this game definitely does. I think that this could be a little bit more for a lot of people. Like this is very, very light, and don't get me wrong. When we were playing it, I wasn't like, oh, wow. I was still thinking, but I think that it's way more free-flowing than I personally like.
Yeah. Like
the cards they have these shapes on, like this one, for example, you need to have 3 of the same dog just in a line. And on the card, it's vertical, so to me, I'm thinking it has to be vertical, but it doesn't. It could be horizontal, because you can flip, you can rotate, and any of that. So it's like, I would have liked the grid to matter more.
Yeah.
Because you have a way to move it, and like very rarely do I feel like you're ever moving them.
Yeah. Yeah, I did one time. Those were my 2 actions, just to get that big long one.
Yeah.
Complete and stuff. Yeah, this is. I thought I was looking at the book just a second ago because I thought when this first got announced, it doesn't say anywhere in the book, so maybe I was mistaken. But I thought that they were saying that parts of the proceeds of this game was going to like
adoption centers
and adoption centers. It doesn't say in the instruction booklet, so maybe I was wrong, or maybe it was just something on Facebook I saw. But this was a game. Dog Park was really popular for them. They had the second Kickstarter or crowdfunding project, and this was one that didn't go to Kickstarter. It just got announced, and came out shortly after.
Yeah,
it was like $25. I mean, again, we played a game like that earlier, a $25 game.
Yeah,
that one had more with it, obviously.
Yep.
But for $25, I feel it's a $25 game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and it's super simple. It's one that my wife's going to love playing just because and she's going to kick my ass at it every time just because spatial games are not my forte. But and there's enough randomness a little bit because there's more versions of these cards. So the end-game scoring, these will come out differently every time.
Yep. Yeah, what were those called again? Commodities? Commendations.
Commendations.
Yeah.
So those will come out different. There's, so we didn't get through all the cards.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this game... Oh, that's cute. I feel like this game actually needs to be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
7 cards is super easy to do whenever there's a bunch of pairs out there. And so if your opening hand is 2 pairs and your entire turn is just going boom, boom.
Yeah.
Plus, and then it's like, oh, okay, it's kind of a race to 7, and then you're like, it's done.
Yeah. Well, and then also I can see why they do 7, because then everybody's just going to load up on these.
Yeah.
By the time everybody's going to max out scoring on that.
Right.
The thing I think they can do, and you could house rule this to make it more strategic. I don't know how much longer it'd make it, but do like you said. No mirroring.
Yeah.
Just do it as card states. You could easily try that. It would probably double the length of the game.
Yeah.
But it would make it more.
Yeah, because that's I think I mirrored a few because I was like, oh yeah, you can do that, but I was like, it's just basically the game kind of plays itself where you just kind of put them down and you're like, look at that, I completed it.
Well, and there's a complete solo mode for this. There's solo cards. There's the other side of this is for solo. The back side of this board is that there's actually an advanced board.
Oh, okay.
So which may help with some of that.
Yeah, sure.
Because I think it makes it to where, there's different symbols, so you're going to be moving stuff around. So that could make it a little more strategitic too. Yeah. Using the other harder side of the board.
Yeah. I do. I mean, you can definitely tell that this kind of feel like, because in Cascadia you have the different animal objectives. Have you played Cascadia?
Once.
Okay.
But not.
So you have the different animal scoring objectives. That's kind of what these different cities, like the home scoring tiles are. So like the city one is like, you get points per different dog in their suburbs. You want these 3 types in any animal. Countryside, you want a full house of dogs. And foster home, which is always there, is just a point per dog. I do really enjoy that. I enjoy the commodities. I just kind of think that it, as soon as the cards really are just like, you can flip them and reverse them, that it just kind of becomes a little too easy to get them played, because the cards are so easy to score that the game ends. Mm-hmm. One thing I don't like is the fact that the dogs that are coming out, and the cards are what they are, they're a deck of cards, but everything revolves around the dogs that you get. So if you're needing pairs and matches and those dogs just aren't coming out, there's no way to be like, I guess, yeah. Because in Cascadia, if you have 3 of 4 of the tokens on your turn, you can choose to have those 3 set aside draw. Yeah. If all 4 of them are the same, they all get wiped.
What this side of the board does, these are movement things that allows you to move. But this one lets you swap a card in your hand with a card that's out there. This one lets you switch a token that's you from here to something out there.
Gotcha.
That's not going to change a whole lot, but it's a little bit of
gives you a little bit more mitigation than just hoping. Yeah, because one of the cards I needed, and I needed a 3rd yellow, it was like, when is a yellow dog coming out? And one finally came out, and I was like, please don't take it. Please, and you didn't, and I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, now I can complete that.
In a game this light and fast,
yeah,
I think the one thing they should allow you to do is blind draw.
Right.
If you can't refresh, just being able to just draw one out of the bag, and then you're stuck with whatever you get.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a risk. Because towards the end we had 3 greens and a yellow out there. It was like
and whenever these are such little points, and a big section of your points are going to be these cards, you want specific tiles. So if no one wants green because I already have green in my city, and I wasn't going for green for countryside. It's like, well, I don't need green dogs except to try and go for the commodities. Again, this game, it definitely has its place. I would probably be in terms of the spatial awareness grid kind of game, I'd be okay, play Forever Home, then play Cascadia, and then play Tiny Towns. Yeah. That's the level of difficulty I'd put it.
And this is for 8-year-olds and up, so it's basic that way too. Because Dog Park might be a little more.
Yeah,
just because there's a lot of text on the cards, and a lot of stuff. So this could have been something just for the younger group too.
That's also true. And again, I absolutely love the theme.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't dislike this game.
No.
I would have liked this game a lot more had it had those same type of strategic elements as the other two games I've been comparing it to. But because it doesn't, the theme isn't enough for me to just own it.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone were to be like, yeah, I'm kind of looking for a fun, like, cute family game, then, like, that's kind of like Tiny Towns, but maybe not as heavy. It's just like, oh, get Forever Home. Do you like dogs? Oh, I hate dogs. Well, you should be put down. I hate you. And maybe they don't have you replace the row because it's like, it'd be like...
Make it go that much faster.
Well, no, I was thinking like, oh, well, sorry, no one wanted you.
Oh, they're sitting in the kennel,
trying
like
to,
sad eyes.
Yeah.
Sarah McLachlan music going in the
exactly. So maybe they're like, no, those are the dogs we have to train, so you have to take them instead of having
We should have had that in the arms, the Angel song playing really silently as we were playing.
See if I get copyright struck. Sarah McLachlan's like, I need my money. It comes at me. You know what I was thinking? Can I see that score sheet?
Yeah.
So at first I was thinking, oh, this is just like wavy and all that because it's just weird constructed. But you know what this is?
Bacon.
It's bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% bacon. So props on them for figuring out a way to make the paper wavy so it looks like a begging strip.
You're like, damn it, all of our books are wavy. We need to color it so it looks like...
So it looks... Yeah, it was a production mistake and they're like, wait a minute. The other thing that's kind of odd is the way scoring works is you have the commendations, but like, yeah, I mean, I guess the things are big enough that you could just add it in, but it's like it would have been nice to just have different sections,
like that symbol with a number,
or like just have like lines in it, so you can just go, okay, I'm getting 3 there, and then that many there, and that many there. But again, at the end of the day, this is for the lower age group or for very light gamers that, I mean, I definitely could see, I know people who would very much enjoy this and this would be right up their alley. Whereas kind of like for me, Cascadia is like right at that good filler level that still has like me engaged the whole time. And I was still engaged with this. So maybe if it was longer, like if it was this game but longer, I'd be like, it needs to wrap up.
Yeah.
So it needs to be longer for me, but also more strategic, where, kind of like what you said, you can't rotate these. That would definitely make kind of picking dogs and stuff a lot more valuable.
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you know how many of the... Okay, here they are.
There's not a ton. Like, there's 2 city cards.
Okay.
There's a handful of countryside and suburbs. It's sitting on the back. Oh, you see it?
Yeah, I got it.
There's only 1 Foster.
It's interesting that they only have, like 2 city cards. God, this art is so good. Yeah, they have a bunch of suburb cards. Oh, look at that one. That guy's sleeping.
They all run the same theme, though. That's probably why. Because the city one, there's like the 3, 5, 8, and there's the other one's like 1, 3.
That's true.
Whatever.
The countryside is kind of like for each pair, you get 3 points.
House, and the other one was just different
2 of a
style
kind.
dogs.
Yeah.
So I mean,
or 2 pair, 3 of a kind. Yeah.
This is one of those games. It's like some of these ideals were probably scraps from ideas at the bare bones of when they were making Dog Park. And
right.
It's like, hey, we can throw this game together real quick. And
that's true.
Sell it for $25.
Sure.
They're probably not making much money on it because it probably costs a little bit. I mean, they're screen printed meeples and dog meeples and stuff like that. And it's like you just make it.
And even then, the production of the game is good.
Oh yeah.
My favorite thing is the art, especially on the scoring cards. It's really nice.
I like the cover of the rule book.
That's adorable. They're all like this lounging.
Yep.
It's adorable. I think the art's great. So, but I don't really have much else to say on it. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Forever Home?
Knowing that I'm going to play it a lot because my wife is going to like this game because it's super fast and everything. It's a little simple. I'm probably going to go with like a 6.
That's where I'm at too.
Yeah.
Like I think it's slightly
It's
above
good,
average.
but it's just really, really simple. I mean, if I'm going to sit down for, it says 30 to 45 minutes game time. I think we probably played it in 30 once we started. I would play another 30-minute longer game and play Dog Park.
I
Because
agree.
Dog Park lasts about an hour or a little
Yeah.
over when you're playing it. And it's like that you get that strategy and all the combos and stuff off of
That's
that.
true.
So,
Yeah.
but I mean, if you're just looking for this is the definition of a quick filler game.
Yep.
Like literally, like you have this, you throw it down.
Yeah.
People know how they're playing. I mean, it takes no time to set up and
Yeah.
no time to play. I mean, you're just done in no time.
Yeah, that's very true. I agree. And I know people will take like a 6 and be like, "Oh, that means it's trash." It's like, no, 6 for us is slightly above average, which it is.
It's not school grading scale. It's not. It's not it's
Yeah,
not D.
I think that this is kind of
It's
how
like-
people have started
yeah.
taking it. Like when people are like, "Middle of the road is 70," it's like, yeah, as a grading scale, as like, yeah, C is in the middle and 50 is F. But no, that's not how we do it. But still, nice little light game with adorable, wonderful dogs. And if you don't like dogs, then I don't know what's wrong with you.
I was gonna look really fast and just see what BGG had it
It's probably like an 8.
listed as just out of curiosity. 7.4.
And that's the thing is like I could definitely see people giving this a 7.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I almost went 7
the
just
light
for
crowd are gonna jump. This is the type of game you'll see sold at Barnes and Noble
Yeah.
and stuff like that. That like non-game, like lighter gamers are
Yeah.
gonna like cream all over and stuff. And everything.
Right.
Which is fine. I mean,
Yeah, there's nothing
Mad
wrong
about
with
it.
that. So,
yeah.
all right. Well, that's our thoughts on Forever Home. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.